Hey, this is Darren from Property Prosperity, and today I'm actually out on site at a display home for a builder. So what I thought I'd do is take you through a display home, and the way I walk through a display home, which is probably a bit different to most people. I'm generally looking through and trying to work out what's included, what's not included, trying to point out to clients, because quite often people come to a display home and they look at what they've actually seeing and assuming that's what's included in their quote, and quite often it's not, and it's not including a whole pile of different things. So what I'm going to do, quickly walk you around this house here, point out all the things that aren't included, and then you can get a bit of an idea of some of the problems that happen with building. And again, there's nothing wrong with building. The key is you just got to get all the information up front and know exactly what it's going to cost you up front. Because the problem with building, you've got to make sure you get to the end. If you run out of money halfway through, you're going to get yourself into trouble. So the key is to get all the information up front, know exactly what it's going to cost you, and then there's no surprise along the way, and then you have a really good experience when you're building. So I thought I'd just point out a few things as we're walking around here, and then you can check it all out. So we'll start our way through from the front of the house and just walk around. You can see this deal, a big double door at the front here, which looks really awesome. That's an oversized door as well, which basically means it's going to cost more money. Even those little glass insets there, that's going to cost you more money compared to the quote from the initial quote from the builder. Even little things like here, you can see the light switch there. It's a bit thinner than normal. They call that a slimline light switch. That actually takes a little bit more effort from the builder, and that may cost you more money. Things like these windows here. Hey Jessica, thanks for joining and thanks for the like. These windows here, you can see there's these little things here are called awning windows that you can wind out, and then for security purposes. Some builders don't include that as their standard quote as well. Come over here into the kitchen. We can see it's got the glass bench, the stone bench top on the top there. A lot of builders just include like a laminate in their bench top, and even that overhang. You know, you just want to make sure you're going to have a little overhang there. You can put a chair under as well. So I'm out at Seaton at the moment, Jessica. So it's a house that's just being constructed. Little things like this is, you know, that's called an inset trough. So just going underneath the bench, so that costs more money as well. The tap on there, which is a bit of an upgraded tap, so that would cost more money as well. Just purely the fact, see these the shiny cupboards on here, that's going to cost more money as well. So if you look at these doors over here, they're oversized doors, so they're a bit bigger than normal, so that actually costs more money. Maybe I won't tell you who the builder is at the moment, Jessica, just in case, depending on what I say, I don't want to get myself into trouble. But the advice I'm giving you, it's the same regardless of which builder it is, to be honest. And so, you know, I have preferences for builders, but my preferences do change over time. So again, we've got an oversized sliding door there, which is going to cost more money. Even something like this thing here, this door that slides back inside there, that's called a cavity sliding door. That's going to cost more money. All these things, they don't necessarily cost that much more money, but collectively they cost more money. And so times that by, when you times it by a whole house, starts to get really expensive. That's an example of, remember I showed you a stone bench top before for the kitchen. This is a stone bench top in the laundry. So don't assume because they got a stone bench top in the kitchen, you're going to get one in the laundry as well. But this example they do. This is an example of the trough sitting on top of the stone bench top. So it's not inset, not underneath, basically. So we'll come here and having a look around here. Even things like this, where the lever handle here, that's could be an upgrade depending on the builder you're dealing with. The toilet here, that's a China toilet. It's got a soft closed lid. It's a bit bigger than a normal toilet, so that could be an upgrade as well. Hey Kate, thanks for joining. We're going to have a bit of a look around here. What else we got? We've got the downlights here. So downlights quite often aren't included from builders, so it's something we need to consider as well. Even these little fancy feature lights hanging down there, that's generally an upgrade you have to pay more money for. This little bulkhead, you can see how the ceiling just drops down, you know, 30 centimeters or so, like a foot. That just differentiates from the kitchen to the dining area and the lounge area. So that looks pretty cool. It just that's something that may not be included in the price, so it's something you just have to be aware of. Something, you can see the tiles here at the back here. So generally you have tiles behind the kitchen, the cooktop. The question then is that included in the price? Quite often they have nowadays the glass splashbacks. They're generally not included in the price as well. So it's just something you need to consider. Something's not in this house, but something you might want to think about is maybe the nowadays those fridges have the the water connection there, so you can have all the ice in your fridge and that sort of stuff. So this example doesn't have one of those. So we're just going to walk up the stairs and have a quick look in the bedrooms, and I will see if there's anything else that we need to think about. So again, none of this stuff's not telling you not to build, it's just maybe you just have to ask a few more questions when you're talking to the builder to make sure you're getting what you're expecting you're getting. Just little things, let's have a look here, what else have we got here? So here if we're looking in the walk-in pantry, the walk-in robe, so you can see these drawers in here, the cabinetry they've got in there. So the question is that included in your quote? Generally not. If we're looking at the bathroom here, this shower screen here, see there's no frame on the edge there? So that's called a semi-frameless shower screen. So there's actually a frame up the top. The ones where they don't have it on the top or the sides, that's called a frameless shower screen. Their heat's more expensive. Semi-frameless are more expensive as well though. Hey Dave, thanks for joining. And then we can see the sink here. It's just, that's an upgrade as well, depending on the builder as well. Again, they got the stone bench top in there, which can be an upgrade as well. So what else have we got here that might be an upgrade? Let's have a bit of a look. We'll have a look in the other bathroom here. So again, it's got the semi-frameless shower screen. We've got the fancier basin on there as well, and obviously a China basin too, so you want to check to make sure it's China basin. The upgraded bath here. Little things like these little niches. So a little spot there to put your soap or your shampoo. So that can be an upgrade as well, so you just want to make sure whether that's included. Even just like the shower hose and stuff like that, you want to find out whether that's included in your price. Things like, we're just coming into the other house here, so this one here we've got the other room, we've got the built-in robes here, but then they've got the mirrored doors on there. So the question is that included in the price? Likewise, the doors go all the way to the ceiling, which is a bit bigger, which costs, can cost more money for the builder, so are they going to charge you more money for it? All these things, you can see there's lots and lots of things as you're walking through a house that may or may not be included, that you just need to ask those questions from the builder. So you can see there's heaps of things that may not be included, so I'll just quickly come and show you out the back of the house if I can get out there, and then that covered most of the things I think. So let's have a look here. Okay, so outside there's a heap of things that quite often builders don't include. So you can see out here we've got paving, so are they including paving? Are they including the lawn and the landscaping? Are they including the fencing? We can see these big retaining walls along here, that can be really expensive. You see in this situation here, they've got behind that little screen there, they've got a rainwater tank, so are they including the rainwater tank? You can see here they've got this big grate here, that's the stormwater. So this example here, they've probably got that's a pretty serious tank in there, or maybe a tank and a pump or whatever. So questions are they including that in the price? So if we're looking at the external of the house, you can see we've got render around the edge of the house. So are they including the rendered portion? You can see they've got rendered on the second story there. That's probably because it's hard to tell. It may not be brick there, it might just be a lightweight material. So there's heaps and heaps of different things we need to think about. So again, I'm not saying not to build, and I'm not saying that you should just do it with your eyes open, making sure you get plenty of information up front so you know exactly what you're getting and what you're not getting. So, and like I said, it can be a really good experience as long as you get all the information up front and just ask the builder some questions. It's sometimes they might not know what you exactly want. So when you're out looking at display homes, just make sure you've ticked off the things you definitely want and make sure you include that in the price up front. And then it saves you a lot of hassle down the track. So thanks guys. Like I said, if you like what I say, then feel free to click on the like button. If you don't, then click on the like button anyway, and I'll try a bit harder for next time. And if you've got any questions, then feel free to put a question in the comment box, and I'm happy to try and answer them as I go. Otherwise, yeah, if you think someone might find this useful, they're thinking about building, then clicking on the share button, they can have a read through it and have a watch through it, and hopefully it's got some useful information. So thanks guys. If you've got any questions for next time, put it in the comment box and I'm happy to answer it for you. Thanks guys.